Hey everybody, it's me, Russ. Welcome to the Chen.
Stand by.
Yeah! It is election day in my country, here in the United States. And I'm sure that makes news around the globe because we're weird. I've got my Alice Cooper, elect Alice Cooper for president, make America sick again, Alice Cooper. So I got two of my favorite election day records I wanted to talk about. A few songs, you know, that of course Elected, which is on Billion Dollar Babies. Awesome, excellent album. And then Who's Next has a song. There's a song on this album that's near and dear to my heart, especially when there's, you know, influential power structures changing hands. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Off to Work.
Just relax, all right? I'm not going to pick sides. I'm not going to be all political, all right? Personally, I'm too liberal for my conservative friends. I'm too conservative for my liberal friends. I don't want any comments about the right or the left in the comments section. I'll ignore those. If not, just delete them entirely. I have the power, right? So I'm not being Mr. Political on this. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy in a gold Rolls Royce. I want to be elected, baby. That's right. Yes, first, Alice Cooper's Elected. It was a top 10 hit in the UK. Kind of a parody of American politics, right? And maybe British politics too, sure. But I guess it only topped out at like 25. It was in the top 25 here in the States. It's a parody, it's funny, but it's also pessimistic. We're all gonna rot to the rules I make. I want to be elected. I'm trying to smile and be optimistic. This is a tough time for me, and it has been for a number of years. So, when there's a new leader that rolls into town, right? Here we get into the next song on my list.
Change it had to come. We knew it all along.
My point is, at least from what I've seen and experienced in my life, it doesn't matter whether it's blue or red. These two, at least this duopoly that we have in our country, much like MasterCard and Visa, are making it very hard for anything else to compete in that financial market. Same with politics. So Democrats, Republicans, yeah, they don't want, you know, some independent to come in and mess things up for them. But again, even independence is very, very difficult to get noticed unless you're a freaking Kennedy, even a nut Kennedy. It's just my opinion, all right? The guy's like cutting heads off whales and throwing them in the truck. I mean, stuff like that is a little weird, you know? I don't know. Call me funny. Call me judgmental. But yeah, Mr. Robert Kennedy's not. Anyway.
The world looks just the same. History ain't changed.
Even the name of the album kind of gets into some of what I'm talking about here. Who's Next, right? Some of the lyrics are just poignant.
Pick up my guitar and play, just like yesterday.
And I'll get on my knees and pray we won't get fooled again. It's just brilliant lyrics. Well, what does that mean, you know? What does that mean, Russ? Aren't you getting all pessimistic again? Is that what that is? It's the idea that change is, you know, incremental. And I'd like to be more positive. I really would. But we are here. We are here where we are. Is the world getting better? The song was first released as a single, you know, on a piece of wax back in 1971, 45, right, with a big hole in it. They released a single in June. The full album's released in August, as I understand, and there's a full 8 minutes, right? It's 8 minutes on the album, Who's Next, for Won't Get Fooled Again. And I think it's, you know, that song is kind of the heart of the album, really. The CD release, I believe it was 1980, the CD release of the album was Who's Next / Lifehouse. Now, speaking of concept albums, Lifehouse was a concept album that was somewhere after Tommy was released. 8 of the songs that are on Who's Next were actually written for this Lifehouse sort of concept album at the time. Now, rumors have it that Pete Townsend had like a nervous breakdown trying to make this creative work called Lifehouse, and that, you know, ended up spinning into what is Who's Next, which is an album that a lot of us enjoy, and it was a big success. So, and hey, look at that, the sun is coming out as traffic starts to dissipate some. Get the old sunglasses on. Hopefully you voted. If you didn't, I get it. I mostly am focused on, you know, local elections here in the state and in our city. Big stuff comes up on the ballot during a presidential race, so paying attention to that. And yes, I actually did vote for Alice Cooper. That's what I voted for. We've been ravaged by the IRS. Biden-Harris administration hired more IRS agents to go after working class people than any other, like, for the last 50 years, right? There's never been so many tax collectors coming out after the working class than there has been with this administration. So I couldn't, just for me, yeah, first woman president, that's cool. But for me, I just couldn't in good conscience, especially what we've been through this year with dealing with the freaking IRS just wanting to take our house, and they don't talk to you. We had to hire a lawyer to get out of this stuff. They just want, you know, here, pay this. Well, I don't have $12,000. Well, it doesn't matter, pay this. Can you set up a payment plan? Please hold, right? We'll get back to you. We're gonna take your house, by the way. If you don't pay us by this time, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No one returns your calls. $3,000 to hire a lawyer to deal with the IRS. So yeah, I'm not a huge Harris fan. My wife either. So yeah, of course we're not voting for Donald Trump. That guy's scary, and he's a nut, and he wants to repeal a lot of freedoms that, I mean, we're already dealing with a lot of our freedoms being stripped away in this country. We are not the land of the free, like, sure, okay. But no matter who wins, the sun will come up, you know, I'll go to work and I'll be doing the same thing I've done as the sun's breaking through the clouds. My favorite part of that song, right? As the light starts shining once again. The last few lines of that song. Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss. This is the human condition. This is leadership moving forward. Tomorrow's another day. You and I, we're gonna get up, we're gonna go to work, we're gonna do the same stuff we did the day before, probably the year before, and smiling and playing my guitar to the change all around me. Like this beautiful autumn day in Seattle. And I'm very grateful for it. Peace. Thanks for watching.